1. It was a snowy winter day in the old sandstone farmhouse in the year 2037, and Peter and Angelina would pretend that it was the year 1945, a fantasy game they often played, 1945 being chosen because it was a happy time just after World War II, and because most of the United States had indoor plumbing by then.
Of course, in 1945 there was no detailed and local weather net, and so they weren't allowed to know, by the rules of pretending, if a snowstorm was coming or how many inches they would get.
Nor did they care to know anyway, for it put some of the mystery back into nature's hands.
They found an oldies station on the radio net and began dancing as the swing music filled the air. This tune's perfect, isn't it?
Absolutely, it just sweeps you away.
They stopped dancing for a moment and just held each other close.
Kissing and laughing because we always hibernate in winter anyway, snow or no snow.
Another laugh was had in noting that Peter and Angelina had no TV to turn off, they not even owning one, for there was no TV in 1945.
Nor could they use the telephone, since they either pretended that they were too rural to have one, or that it was a party line and was ever busy. But then yet another laugh, since in current times they would always turn off their wrist phones anyway, ever complete in their isolation from the world's trivial intrusions.
Out in the yard was an old '56 Chevy, close enough to the '40s, which was already half covered with snow and memories, and so this became their car, forgetting, of course, that they ever had personal magnetic transports.
Angelina allowed her ever-lengthening long legs to slip out of her robe for Peter to note, since she was an incorrigibly romantic and sensuous woman in Peter's presence.
And Peter was always a consistent worker of miracles in her. They were an ever-escalating feedback loop of love in operation.
As naturalists, they were able to absorb with awestruck reverence scenes of overpowering sublimity far beyond the simple prettiness. As painters and patrons of the visual arts, they were able to behold representative vision in a holographic reality of indescribable glory.
Funny, said Peter, that in modern times 95% of what we think we need was not even invented in 1945.
But love transcends all of these things, said Angelina as she led Peter up the stairs and into their bedroom done in sort of an Indian palace style, with veils hanging from the ceiling.
What is life?
To find the answer, one must live it fully.